Have you ever wondered why two people can train the same way, eat the same food, and get the same coaching, yet one becomes a champion and the other stays average? It's not luck, and it's not just talent. It's something invisible but incredibly powerful: mindset. Champions don't just think differently, they see differently. Where most people see problems, they see puzzles. Where others see failure, they see feedback. It was like they were running the same race but on a completely different track. One paved with discipline, self-belief, and a relentless curiosity about what they can become. The champion's mindset starts with something deceptively simple: ownership. They take full responsibility for everything, even things that don't seem like their fault. When they lose, they don't blame the weather, the referee, or bad timing. They ask, "What could I have done better?" That question is their secret weapon. It keeps them improving when everyone else is busy explaining why success was impossible. Think of it like software updates. Ordinary people wait for the world to fix its bugs. Champions write their own patches. But ownership alone isn't enough. Champions are masters of emotional control. They still feel fear, frustration, and self-doubt. But they don't let those emotions drive the car. They put logic and purpose in the driver's seat while fear rides quietly in the back. Scientists studying elite performers in fields from surgery to spaceflight have found one thing in common: a remarkable ability to stay calm under pressure. Their brains literally rewire themselves through repetition and focus, training the amygdala, the brain's panic button, to chill out when things get tough. So when chaos hits, champions don't freeze. They flow. Another thing that sets them apart is their relationship with discomfort. Most people avoid it like it's poison. Champions? They treat discomfort like a gym. Pain is where progress lives. Every time they step into the unknown, a harder workout, a new challenge, a tough conversation, they're building a kind of mental callus. Over time, what once terrified them becomes routine. And that's when growth compounds. They're not fearless, they're just more familiar with fear. And then there's focus. Not the kind that lasts for a few minutes, but the kind that can carry someone through years of invisible effort. A true champion understands that motivation is fleeting, but consistency is king. They don't rely on feeling ready, they rely on habits. Michael Phelps once said he trained every single day, even on Christmas, for 5 years straight. Why? Because champions know that skipping one day isn't just losing a workout. It's reinforcing the habit of skipping. They design their lives so success becomes automatic, not emotional. Interestingly, champions also have an unusual relationship with failure. To them, failure isn't a verdict, it's data. When Serena Williams loses a match, she doesn't crumble. She studies it. When a scientist's experiment fails, it's not a tragedy, it's a discovery in disguise. Champions understand that behind every public win, there's a private graveyard of mistakes, experiments, and rejections. The difference is, they bury nothing. They study every loss, and they come back stronger. Now here's a twist. Champions aren't always the most confident people. In fact, many of them constantly doubt themselves. The difference is, they act anyway. They've learned that confidence doesn't come before success. It grows after action. They use discipline as a bridge between doubt and progress. In a world that tells you to believe in yourself, champions quietly whisper, "Work first, belief will follow." And perhaps the most beautiful part of a champion's mindset is their perspective on purpose. They're not just chasing trophies or applause. Those things fade. What drives them is something deeper. The need to master themselves, to see how far a human being can go. Champions are explorers of human potential. They don't compete against others. They compete through them, using every rival, every challenge, and every setback as a mirror to refine who they are. So, how is the mindset of champions different? It's not magic. It's a collection of small, repeated choices. To take ownership, to stay calm, to embrace pain, to act without motivation, to learn from failure, and to keep showing up. They understand that greatness isn't a destination. It's a daily decision. And the funny thing? Anyone can make that same decision. You don't need medals or fame to think like a champion. You just need to start doing what champions do when nobody's watching. Because that's where all champions are born. In silence, in struggle, and in the quiet conviction that tomorrow's limits are meant to be broken. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button for more. See you in the next one.